Hey, you made it.
Barely. I am holding this coffee like it is the only thing keeping me alive right now.
That's a Monday morning face if I've ever seen one.
Ash, I had the most chaotic morning. Absolute chaos. I woke up, I checked my phone, and I had 17 Slack messages.
17? Before coffee?
Before coffee, before water, before I even opened my eyes fully. 17 messages. And the first one said, "Can we move the 9 a.m. to 8 a.m.?"
No.
Yes. And it was sent at 7:52.
That's aggressive.
I just stared at the ceiling for a moment. I said to myself, okay, Sage, you can do this.
Did you do it?
I joined the call at 8:07, in my pajama top, with my camera off.
The classic.
The absolute classic. Camera off, professional voice on. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining. Meanwhile, I was still looking for my charger.
You know what? I think most people on that call were probably doing the same thing. Camera off, pajama situation, hunting for something.
That is actually very comforting. Thank you.
Hey, welcome to working life. No one has it together at 8 a.m. on a Monday.
No one. And if they do, I don't trust them.
Hard agree. Okay, so before we get into everything today, just a quick welcome. I'm Ash.
And I'm Sage. And this is us. Just two people at work, talking about work.
Like always. Okay, so, listeners, wherever you are right now, maybe you're on a bus, maybe you're making breakfast, maybe you're sitting at your desk pretending to look busy.
We see you.
We see you. Just listen. This is just a conversation. No stress. Just us talking. Let's go.
Okay, so the 8 a.m. meeting, it was about the new project. The team is working on something big. I can't say what it is yet.
Very mysterious.
Very mysterious. But the point is, the manager wanted to discuss the plan, and she asked me to present the update.
Live? On the spot?
Ash, I had literally been awake for 12 minutes.
What did you do?
I said, sure, I can walk everyone through it. And then inside my head, I was like, please, please, please let me remember what the plan actually is.
And did you?
Mostly. I forgot one part. I said, let me check my notes on that and I'll follow up. And then I moved on. Very calm, very professional.
That is a perfect move. Let me check my notes and follow up. That phrase right there. Listeners, save that one. You don't always have to have the answer immediately. You can say, let me check and follow up.
It sounds so much better than, I don't know, maybe, I think.
Much better. And it's honest. You're not pretending. You're just saying, I will get back to you.
And the manager respected it. She said, great, send it to the team after the call.
See? Clean, professional, no panic.
But Ash, the panic was there. Inside. The panic was absolutely present.
Oh, the inside panic is always there. The trick is just not letting it drive the car.
I love that. The inside panic cannot drive the car.
Let it sit in the back seat. Acknowledge it, but don't give it the wheel.
Okay, that is going on a Post-it note on my monitor.
Put it right next to the one that says, mute before eating.
Oh, speaking of which, something happened in that meeting. Something awkward. I'll tell you in a minute, but first, let's talk about the habits, because that's really what today is about.
Right, yes, okay. So, the topic today is thinking in English. Not studying English, not memorizing English, just thinking in it.
And I feel like this sounds very simple when you say it like that.
It sounds simple. It is not always simple.
No, because for a long time, I was translating. Every sentence. In my head, I would think in my first language, then translate to English, then speak.
And by the time you finished translating, the conversation had moved on.
Exactly. I would open my mouth and the moment was gone. I missed it. And I used to get so embarrassed about that.
You shouldn't be. That is completely normal. It's a stage. Almost everyone goes through it.
I know that now. I didn't know it then.
The translating stage is real, and the way you get through it is habits. Small, daily habits that slowly teach your brain to stop translating and just think.
Okay, so habit number 1. Tell me.
Habit number 1, talk to yourself out loud
In English.
in English. When you're making coffee, say it. I'm making coffee. I need to add milk. Actually, no milk today. I'm trying to be healthy. Just narrate your life.
Like a documentary about yourself.
Exactly like that. You are the main character. Narrate it.
I actually do this. I walk to the kitchen and I say, okay, coffee time. Let's check what's in the fridge.
Perfect. And the more you do it, the more natural it gets. Your brain starts building the habit of thinking in English first.
And nobody can hear you doing it at home, so there's no pressure.
Zero pressure. Just you and your fridge.
Safe space. Okay, so what happened in the meeting? The awkward thing.
Oh yes, tell me.
So, we were all on the call, camera off, as I mentioned, and someone asked a question, a detailed question about the budget numbers.
Okay.
And I started answering. And then I realized mid-sentence I had confused two numbers. I had mixed them up. And I was halfway through the sentence. I could feel it, like, wait, that's not right.
What did you do?
I stopped, mid-sentence, and I said, actually, let me correct that. I said the wrong number. The correct figure is... And I just corrected it. Simply.
And?
Nothing happened. No dramatic music. No gasp from the team. Just, the manager said, thanks for clarifying. And we moved on.
Because that's what happens when you correct yourself calmly. People respect it. They don't remember the mistake. They remember that you were clear.
But I remember I used to be so afraid of making mistakes in English, especially in meetings. I would just stay quiet, not say anything, just nod.
The Zoom nod.
The Zoom nod. You know it?
Every language learner knows the Zoom nod. You don't fully understand what was said, so you nod. Slowly, very professionally.
Yes, good point. And internally you are like, what is happening right now?
I did this at my first job. There was a meeting, a long meeting about something technical, and I just nodded through the whole thing for 40 minutes. And at the end, the manager said, Sage, any thoughts?
Wait, she said sage?
I mean, they asked me, any thoughts?
Right. And?
And I said, I think we should review that in the next step. And I had absolutely no idea what step I was referring to.
That's impressive. That's an art form.
It worked, but it also wasn't great. Because I didn't actually learn anything in that meeting. I was so focused on looking like I understood that I forgot to try to actually understand.
That's habit number 2, right?
Habit number 2, when you don't understand, ask. Don't perform understanding, just ask.
But this feels scary.
It feels scary, but here's the thing. Everyone, in every language, misses things in meetings. The internet cuts out. Someone talks too fast. A word is unfamiliar. It's normal.
And there's a good phrase for this. A professional, calm phrase.
Yes, say it with me. Sorry, could you say that again? I want to make sure I understand.
Sorry, could you say that again? I want to make sure I understand.
That phrase is professional. It shows you care about getting it right. No manager is going to be upset about that.
Let's say it one more time, slowly. Sorry, could you say that again? I want to make sure I understand.
Good. Say it like you mean it. Calm, confident, slow.
Listeners, you can say that right now, just quietly, wherever you are. Sorry, Could you say that again? I want to make sure I understand. That's yours now.
It's a small phrase, but it can save you in so many situations.
Okay, so habit 3.
Habit 3. Read something in English every morning. One thing, just one.
An email? A news headline? Anything?
Anything. It doesn't have to be long. Could be one article, one email, even one paragraph. The point is, your brain wakes up in English.
Morning English. First input of the day.
Exactly. Think of your brain like a phone. First thing in the morning, it's loading. What you feed it first, that's the tone for the day.
So if I check my messages in English first, my brain starts thinking in English.
That's the idea. Small switch, but over weeks and months, it adds up.
I started doing this a few months ago. I read work emails first, in English. And I noticed I started responding faster. I didn't need to think as long.
That's the habit working. Your brain started recognizing the patterns. It got quicker.
I also stopped dreading the emails as much.
That's a bonus.
Huge bonus. Okay, actually, something happened to me last week that is related to this. Can I tell you?
Please.
So I received an email from a client. New client. Important. And the email was quite formal. And at the end, they wrote, "Please advise on the next steps."
Okay.
And for a second, just 1 second, I wasn't sure what "please advise" meant exactly. Like, is this friendly? Is this annoyed? Is this urgent?
That's a really common phrase in business English. Please advise just means tell us what to do next or give us your recommendation.
That's it?
That's it. It sounds very formal, but it's just tell me what happens next.
So I could reply, "Thank you for your message. Here are the next steps."
Perfect reply. Clean, professional, calm.
Thank you for your message. Here are the next steps. Listeners, that's a phrase you can use in emails. It's polite, it's clear, and it works in almost any situation.
And if you're not sure what the next steps are yet, you can say, "Thank you for your message. I'll look into this and get back to you shortly."
I'll look into this and get back to you shortly. I use that one a lot.
It buys you time, professionally, without any drama.
Okay, habit 4. What's 4?
4 is one that took me a while to actually do, honestly.
What is it?
Watch something in English without subtitles.
Okay, I know people say this, but it feels impossible sometimes.
Start with something you've seen before, something you know well. If you've already seen the movie, put it on in English, no subtitles. Your brain will fill in the gaps because it already knows the story.
Oh, that's clever. You're not starting from zero.
You already know what happens, so you're just matching the sounds to the story you already know.
And gradually your ear adjusts.
Exactly. Your ear gets used to the rhythm, the speed, the natural sounds of English.
I did this with a show I really like. I watched the first season with subtitles. Then I watched it again without.
And
I understood maybe 80%. There were moments I missed, but I understood enough to follow.
80% is excellent. Perfect is not the goal. Following is the goal.
And the interesting thing is, the parts I didn't understand, sometimes I understood from the situation, from how people looked, from the tone of voice.
That's real language skill. Using context. That's what fluent speakers do all the time.
Context is everything.
In work meetings, too. Even if you miss a word, context usually tells you enough. Enough to keep going.
Okay. Can I tell you something slightly embarrassing that relates to context?
Obviously, yes.
Okay, so, early days at this job. I was in a meeting, my first big team meeting, and someone said something about the pipeline.
Okay.
And I'm not proud of this. I thought they meant like a physical pipe, like construction.
No, was so confused. Why are we talking about pipes? What project is this? The sales pipeline.
I did not know this word, and nobody explained it, and I was too nervous to ask. So I just nodded, the Zoom nod, for 20 minutes.
Did you ever figure out what it meant?
I Googled it after the meeting. Pipeline, the list of future sales or future projects coming in, like a flow of potential work.
Right. It's a very common word in business English.
I know that now, but in that moment, I genuinely thought we had a new construction client.
I would have thought the same thing, honestly.
Really?
Business English has so many words that mean completely different things in normal life. Pipeline, bandwidth, circling back, synergy.
Oh, synergy. I still feel slightly nervous when someone says synergy.
Synergy just means working together in a way that creates better results.
I know that intellectually, but emotionally, the word still activates something in me.
Fair. It's an overused word.
Very overused. But, okay. Habit 5?
Habit 5. Keep a simple English journal. Work-focused.
Like writing?
Like writing. Not long, not complicated. Just, at the end of the day, write 3 sentences about your workday. In English.
3 sentences.
That's all. Today, I had a meeting about the new project. It went well. I need to follow up on the budget.
That's something anyone can do.
And the reason it works is that it forces your brain to produce English, not just receive it, produce it.
Input and output.
Exactly. Listening and reading are input. Writing and speaking are output. You need both.
And writing is actually kind of safer than speaking, because you can think first.
Exactly. No pressure. No one's watching. You can go slow.
I used to write my journal entries and then read them back the next day. And sometimes I'd fix a mistake I made, and then I'd feel good about spotting it.
That's learning happening. Quietly, but happening.
Okay, so we have talk to yourself, ask when you don't understand, read in the morning, watch without subtitles, write a journal. What's 6?
6 is one I love. Label your world.
Label my world.
Put sticky notes on things around your desk, your office, your workspace. Write the English word on the sticky note. Keyboard, monitor, charger, notebook, coffee mug. Very important one.
So every time you look at your coffee mug,
Coffee mug. You see the word. You associate it instantly.
and at work, you can also do this with phrases, not just objects.
Yes, stick a note on your monitor that says, "Could you say that again?" Put another one that says, "Let me check and follow up."
Like a cheat sheet that slowly becomes not a cheat sheet.
Because over time, you just start saying them automatically.
I have a note on my desk right now. It says, I'll look into this, because I kept forgetting this phrase and I loved it.
Does it work?
I say it in every meeting now. It's part of my vocabulary.
That's how it works. You see it, you say it. You see it again, you say it again. And one day, you don't need the note anymore.
Habit 7.
Habit 7. Listen to conversations in English while you do simple tasks.
Like this podcast.
Like this podcast, or similar things. The key is, while you're doing something simple, walking, cooking, washing dishes, something your hands can do, but your brain doesn't need to focus on.
Because then your brain has space to absorb the language.
Exactly. You're not forcing it. You're just creating exposure. Comfortable, repeated exposure.
And the more you hear natural conversation, the more natural your own conversation becomes.
It's like spending time with people who speak English well. You pick up their patterns, their rhythms, their way of saying things.
I notice this happening with me. I started using phrases I didn't consciously learn. They just appeared because I'd heard them so many times.
That's language absorption. That's how children learn. Immersion, repetition, context.
We can do that as adults, too.
Slower. But yes, absolutely yes.
Okay, this is a good moment for a quick pause. Listeners, just breathe for a second. You're doing well. You're here. You're listening. That counts.
It really does. Just the act of listening in English, right now, is habit number 7 in action.
Look at you, already doing it.
Okay, habit 8.
8.
Habit 8. Use the English you already know every day. Don't wait until you know more.
Oh, this is important.
This one is so important. I see a lot of people. They wait. They say, when my English is better, I'll start using it. But the only way to make your English better is to use it.
It's a little bit of a trap.
A very comfortable trap. Studying feels safe. Using feels risky. But the risky thing is the thing that actually works.
I think about this with meetings. I used to wait to speak in meetings. I'd prepare something perfect in my head, and then someone would say it before me, or the topic would change.
And the perfect sentence stayed in your head.
Perfectly unused. And so I started just saying things, even if they weren't perfectly formed, even if I stumbled.
And
People responded. They engaged, because I was talking to them, not performing at them.
that's a huge distinction, talking to versus performing at.
Performing is when you're too focused on how you sound. Talking is when you're focused on what you mean.
And your meaning is always more important than your grammar.
Always.
Listeners, can I ask you something? Have you ever had a moment where you wanted to say something at work, but you stayed quiet because you weren't sure about the English? Just think about that moment. Was the thought worth saying?
It probably was.
It probably was. And next time, try saying it anyway. Imperfectly. It's okay.
What's habit 9?
Habit 9. Find one English phrase from your workday and use it 3 times.
Just one phrase.
Just one. Let's say today you hear someone say, "Let me loop you in." That means, I'll add you to the conversation. I'll include you.
Let me loop you in. That's such a common phrase.
Super common. So, you write it down. And that day, you try to use it. Once in an email. Once in a message. Maybe once out loud.
3 times.
3 times. And by the 3rd time, it's yours.
I did this with, I'll circle back, which means I'll come back to this later.
Yes, very useful phrase.
I used it in a meeting the first time and I actually felt proud. Like, I used a real professional phrase and it worked.
That feeling is important. Those small wins, they build confidence.
One phrase, 3 times. Done.
Simple, consistent. It works.
Okay, habit 10.
Habit 10, the most important one. Be kind to yourself.
That's a habit?
That's the most important habit of all, because you're learning a language as an adult, while also doing a job, while also managing life. That is hard, and you deserve credit for doing it.
People don't always give themselves that credit.
They really don't. They remember every mistake. They forget every improvement.
I used to do this. I'd have a whole meeting in English, handle it, contribute, follow up, and the only thing I'd think about afterward was the one word I forgot.
And the rest of the meeting?
Completely ignored. Like, that didn't count.
It counted. It all counted. The word you forgot doesn't cancel any of it.
This is something I really had to practice, being fair to myself.
And the kindness isn't just emotional, it's practical. Because when you're stressed, when you're harsh with yourself, your brain actually works worse. You freeze more. You forget more.
The pressure makes it worse.
Exactly. But when you're calm, When you give yourself space, the words come more easily.
So being kind to yourself is literally a strategy for better English.
It's one of the best ones.
I did not expect that to be the 10th habit, but I'm so glad it is.
It's the one that holds all the others together. You can have all 9 other habits, but if you're constantly beating yourself up, you'll burn out.
And you'll stop.
And you'll stop. And the goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is to keep going.
Keep going. Small steps, real English, real situations, real life.
Exactly.
Okay, let me tell you one more story before we wrap. This is maybe my favorite story about English at work.
I want to hear it.
So, last year, I had to give a presentation. Not a big one, just 10 minutes, to the team, about a report I'd put together.
Okay.
And I was nervous, actually nervous. I had prepared everything. I had notes, I knew the content, but I was afraid of the English. Specifically, I was afraid of going blank.
The blank moment.
The moment where your mind just empties. You're standing there and all the words just leave.
Have you had that?
Oh, yes. Once, years ago. Different job. I forgot the English word for something mid-sentence, and I just stopped and stared for what felt like a very long time.
What did you do?
I said, "Sorry, I'm looking for the right word." And then I waited. And then the word came.
That's actually a perfect thing to say.
In the moment, it felt awful. In retrospect, it was fine.
I'm looking for the right word. Let's sit with that for a second. That is a completely honest, completely professional thing to say.
And nobody laughed. Nobody judged. Everyone just waited. Because they were thinking, yeah, I've done that too.
Everyone has done that. In their first language, even.
Right. Words go missing in every language. It's a human thing.
So, back to last year's presentation.
Right. So I was nervous, and I stood up, and I looked at my notes one last time, and I thought, okay, Sage, you know this report. Just talk about it.
Just talk about what you know.
And I did. Not perfectly. I stumbled on one word. I said, the data shows, when I meant the data suggests. Very small thing. But in my head, I made a note. I kept going.
And how did it feel after?
Honestly, good. Actually good. Someone from another team said, that was clear. Thank you. That was all. But that was enough.
That was clear. That is such a good piece of feedback.
Being clear is the goal, not being perfect. Being clear.
That was clear. Listeners, aim for that. Not perfect. Clear.
Say what you mean, as simply as possible, and you will be understood.
That's the whole thing. That's English at work. Right there.
Okay, so let's do a quick recap. 10 habits. Small, daily, real.
1. Talk to yourself in English. Narrate your day.
2. Ask when you don't understand. Sorry, could you say that again?
3. Read one thing in English every morning.
4. Watch something in English without subtitles. Start with something you know.
5. Write 3 sentences about your workday at the end of the day.
6. Label your world. Sticky notes, phrases on your monitor.
7. Listen to English during simple tasks, while walking, while cooking.
8. Use the English you have, right now. Don't wait.
9. Find one phrase from your workday and use it 3 times.
10. Be kind to yourself. This takes time. You're doing it.
10 habits. You don't have to do all 10 tomorrow. Pick one. Just one.
The one that feels easiest. Start there. Do it for a week.
Then add another.
Small, consistent, real.
That's how language changes. Not dramatically, not overnight, slowly, and then suddenly.
Slowly and then suddenly. I like that.
You're already further along than you think.
Ash, can I say something to the people listening?
Please.
If you're listening to this and thinking, my English isn't good enough for work yet, I want to tell you, it probably is. You're probably underselling yourself.
Almost certainly.
The fear is louder than the reality. The fear says, your English is terrible. But the reality is usually, your English got the job done.
And every time you try, it gets a little easier.
A little easier. And a little less scary.
And one day, you'll be on a call, and you'll say something, a phrase, a whole sentence, and you'll think, that felt natural.
And that's the moment. That's the thing you're working toward.
Not perfection, naturalness.
Thinking in English, not translating, not performing, just thinking.
That's the habit. That's the goal.
Okay, we should let you go. You probably have an email to reply to,
Or a meeting to prepare for.
or a Slack message to try to decode.
Good luck with all of it.
You've got this.
And we'll be here. Same place, same two people, talking about work.
With coffee.
Always with coffee.
Take care, everyone.
We'll see you next time.